gentlemen, starring the New York City Police against the Beverly Hills Cops. Playing for the Beverly Hills Cops, Detective Sergeant Walt Jordan, Detective Dennis DeCure, Detective Michaela Hines, K-9 Officer Brad Cornelius, and Sergeant Mike Corinne. Ready for action. And for New York's finest, Officer Jimmy Rouse, Officer Roy Rubio, Officer Janet Helgeson, Officer Joe Tagano, and Officer Michael Mercanti. On your marks, let's start the Family Feud. With the star of Family Feud, Ray Coe.
Thank you so much. Hello, Beverly Hills Police Department. Hello to New York's finest. Thank you so much for that ovation, and we thank you for tuning in all across this great land as we have a week of specials of Beverly Hills Police Department against New York's finest. Although we're excited about that, we don't want you to forget that a couple of times throughout the year we're going to have our Tournament of Champions, where our regular families are going to compete in a winner-take-all tournament where they can win over $100,000. How about that, ladies and gentlemen? Don't forget that. You're watching a regular show. But we're really proud to have some of the finest police officers in America on our show. Once again, will you welcome the New York Police Department. Hold up this time. Hey, Michael, how you doing, Michael?
Very good today.
You've come all the way from the Big Apple. And who did you bring with you?
I brought Janet.
Hi, Janet.
Hi, how
Officer Janet.
Officer Janet. That's Officer Roy.
Officer Roy.
Of course. Officer Joe.
Hi, Officer Joe.
And Officer Jimmy down there.
Officer Jimmy. And you're all playing for a wonderful charity.
Yes, we are.
Which is?
We're playing for the Widows and Orphans Fund of the Patrolmen's Benevolent Association in New York City.
It's an excellent charity. We wish you a lot of luck. We're all street patrolmen who walk on beats in New York. Is that right?
Yeah,
Nobody's in a car?
No, we drive.
You do drive, too?
Yes.
Boy, it's a tough job, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Tough job just like this job, but somebody's got to do it.
That's it. That's it.
And it's just as tough a job because you never know. Some of the thugs you meet.
I got to worry about them.
These guys over here.
Oh, it's rough with them.
It's rough with them, too. The Beverly Hills Cops.
All right.
Dennis, how are you?
I'm well, thanks.
Very, very nice to have you.
I'm glad to be here.
Now, who did you bring with you from the Beverly Hills Police Department?
Well, I brought my little friend Brad.
Your little friend, Brad.
I brought Brad to watch out for me. Brad's a canine handler.
Okay.
I brought one of my co-workers, Michaela Hines, who's also a detective.
Detective Michaela.
I brought Mike Corin, who is my boss in the detective division. He's a sergeant. And also Sergeant Walt Jordan.
So, all right, we've got some detectives and a canine unit here.
We've got a whole crew here.
You're playing for a great charity again, which is?
We're playing for the Beverly Hills Police Foundation.
Which is for needy people of the police department when things and tragedies strike?
Exactly. It's a fund that was created to assist the family members of the department in the event of any kind of a catastrophic incident.
Well, I'll tell you what. We certainly hope that somebody takes that $10,000. We love giving that cash away, but to get that chance, what do you have to do?
We got
Play the Feud! Let's go, Michael. New York's right. First team to 300 is going to play for the 10,000. Good luck. We ask 100 people this question. We put the top 5 answers on the board. You try to give me the most popular answer. Name something you always run out of when you're sick. Dennis.
Cough medicine.
How about cough medicine?
All right, come on.
Number 2, one answer is more popular. Michael, something you always run out of when you're sick.
What about tissues?
What about tissues?
Tissues. Kleenex.
Number 1. Oh, think of a steal, man. Think of a steal. New York is taking it to him. Janet, how are you doing?
Good, how are you?
That's really good. Good to see you.
You too.
Now, what would you do? What would you do if you caught me speeding in New York?
In New York?
In New York. If you caught me speeding, how would you treat me?
In your car?
In my car.
I'd ask you to get out of your car.
Ask me to get out of my car. I get out of my car.
I'd ask you to put your hand on the hood.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
I've never seen these outside the bedroom. This is an unbelievable thing. That's the first thing. Now, how do you actually handcuff a man, Janet? Would you step out here and show me now? You've got me partially handcuffed. Now, if you've got one hand on me like this...
Oh, I have you actually...
Oh, wait a minute, Janet! We can talk about this. Hey, wait a minute. Janet, now, wait a minute. Janet? Ooh, Janet.
If you didn't move
Janet!
Don't fight.
Okay, no problem, Janet. Just get back in your place, if you would, please. All right, here we go. All right, now, Janet, nothing can stop me from doing my job. I'm like a postman. Name something you always run out of when you're sick.
I hope you got the keys for these.
Keys? Keys?
Real funny, Janet.
Pipe? Pipe?
Go ahead, give me a question. Give me the answer.
Okay.
Something you always run out of when you're sick.
How about, patience?
You run out of patience?
Yeah.
Let me see. Patience. There it is. All right. All right, all right, all right. Roy, it's a pleasure to have you on the show, my friend.
Okay.
Name something you always run out of when you're sick.
They said cough medicine, right? Yeah.
They said cough medicine.
Oh, okay. How about money for the doctor?
Yeah. All right. Okay. Yeah, if you're sick, it could be money for the doctor. One strike. Joe, it's a pleasure to see you. Ouch, ouch, ouch. You just don't shake hands.
Ed Sullivan, Ray.
I look like Ed Sullivan?
Really big shoe.
We have a really big show. Maybe that's the secret. Ed was handcuffed all those years. All right, Joe, give me an answer. Something you always run out of when you're sick.
Well, I'd say you can't get to the store, so maybe you run out of milk.
Good answer!
Right, Joe, I'm sure it's there. Show me milk. Jimmy. All right, Jimmy. Give me some skin, man.
You got
Easy.
it.
All right. Oh, you know, when you pull on these, they get tighter?
That's the objective.
That is the objective?
Sure.
To torture the prisoner?
Not exactly.
All right, Jimmy. What is that thing when you put a prisoner in the car like this and you got their hands behind their back like this and there's a screen between you and them and they've been giving you trouble and their hands are behind their back and you speed the car up to 50 and then you slam on the brakes? What do you call that? A screen test?
Yeah.
You never did that, huh?
No, never.
Never done it. Oh, okay, Jimmy. Something you always run out of when you're sick.
Something you always run out of when you're sick.
We've got 2 answers on the board. They're going to try to steal if you don't give me one of the answers. 3 seconds.
Time. I don't
You
know.
run out of time. That's when you're dead, Jimmy. That's when you're dead.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. You're really sick. Show me to stay alive. You run out of time. No! Beverly Hills Cops. You can steal the bank if you can name something you run out of when you're sick. Walt?
Food.
He says food. Mike?
Tea, juice.
Tea, juice. All right, that's 2.
Sick time.
Run out of sick time. Oh, all right. Thinking like a
Yeah,
police
got
officer.
it.
Brad?
That's what I was going to say, Ray.
Okay. Dennis?
Beverages.
Run out of beverages.
Beverages. Liquids.
Specifically.
Tea. Orange juice.
What do you
Colas.
want? Colas, they said. He said
You
specifically
gotta
colas.
drink those liquids when you're sick.
If colas are there, the Beverly Hills Cops have stolen the bank from New York's finest. If not, the NYPD have that bank. Show me colas. Yes, sir! You got it, Beverly Hills Cops. But there is one answer. There's one answer that we did not know, and it was number 3. Choose. Who said that? Brad said that. Well, the feud's begun, but there's a lot more fun after these messages, and I'm going to try to get out of these hands. Don't go away. There's a lot more fun. For a special feud, the Beverly Hills Cops, $88. New York's finest 0. We go Janet with another face-off. Big Brad against lovely Janet. The top 5 answers on the board. Past or present, name a famous sports announcer. Janet,
Howard Cosell.
let me see. Howard Cosell. Speaking of sports, number 1 on our survey. Roy, past or present, name a famous sports announcer.
Phil Rizzuto.
Let me see. I'm Phil Rizzuto. For the Money Star. All right, Joe.
Mel Allen.
Okay. Joe, you never cease to amaze me. It rhymes with milk. Show me. Mel Allen. You know, there are so many great sports announcers locally that this is sometimes hard to figure out. Now, remember, we ask 100 average Americans, past or present, name a famous sports announcer. Jimmy? They're going to try to steal.
Frank Gifford.
Let me see. Frank Gifford. No way. Beverly Hills Cops, you can steal $67 if you name past or present a famous sports announcer.
Don Meredith.
Don Meredith.
Good answer.
Mike?
Good answer. I was going to
Nothing?
No.
Vince Scully.
Vin Scully?
You always take my answer.
Brad. Well, don't be such a baby about it. Brad, you're so big. You always take my answer. Seem like such a big baby. You're big and you only take my answer. All right, Dennis, it's up to you now. You've heard a couple of different answers, but you might have your own.
I'm gonna go with Don Meredith.
You're going with Don Meredith.
I think Don's up there.
Well, if it is,
He's gonna be up there.
the crowd halfway doesn't think so. You've got $67 if we see Don Meredith. The money goes to New York's finest, $67. You know what? It's amazing to me that you didn't say it because he does do some sports announcing, and he was from your city. He made the Jets one of the greatest teams. He's got to be up there. Yeah, somewhere. Show me number 2. Joe Garagiola. Number 3. Dizzy Dean. Number 4. Vin Stone. Who said that?
Michaela said it.
And you didn't take her answer. And she took you. And that's why you were whipping around, Brad. And there's one we didn't know. Number 5. Harry Carey, famous from Chicago. We're coming right back with a lot more Feud and fun. Please don't go away. You never know what's on the survey. Michaela.
Potato.
How about a potato chip? Stay right there, Roy. It's number 1. Think of a steal. Good job. Mike, name a kind of chip.
A wood chip.
How about wood chip? Who's striking? Who said blockhead? What's a wood chip? One of his teammates. Huh?
Surveys. Come on.
It's not the surveys, Walt. It's the answers. See, we surveyed an average 100 people, and they gave us answers, and I'll bet you when you see these, you'll know one of these. Name a kind of chip. Think about that.
Gambling.
Good answer.
All right? It's illegal in California, but you'd know that. So show me a gambling chip. Not so bad. All right, Dennis.
You got potato chip up there? How about a tortilla chip?
Maybe. A tortilla chip. New York's finest going to get their chance at
Corn chip.
Now, that's a good one.
If it's not there, we'll see if New York knows. Show me a corn chip.
There it is.
My name. 2 answers left to get a clean sweep on the bank. And you know what, Michaela? You got the look that you think you know one.
It's my favorite chip, chocolate chip.
Yeah.
I like them too. You gotta love a chocolate chip. Yes, sir. Now listen, Mike, there's 1 answer left, and I don't know the answers, but it seems obvious. Take it.
A chip off the old block.
A kind of chip. If not, New York's finest are going for the steal. Let me see. A chip off the old block. No! 1 answer gets you that bank. Number 4, name a kind of chip. Jimmy? Does not know.
A computer chip.
Computer chip. Roy?
Chip ahoy.
Chip ahoy? Roy, do you...
Yeah, give it to me. Good answer. Just keep going. Keep going.
You notice how that's related to a cookie, which is kind of related to a donut, to the policeman? You know, they're always...
Yeah.
Janet.
A paint chip.
What?
A paint chip.
Paint chip. All right, Michael, you can go with any of them or out on your own. There's a lot of different answers there, but only one will steal you the bank. What is it?
I'm going to go out on my own.
Out on your
I'm
own?
not going to like that. I'm going to go with an ice chip.
With an ice chip. The Beverly Hills Cops think it's a great answer. If ice chip is there, you're a big hero. And if it's not, and one of their answers are there, you're in big trouble.
I'm in trouble.
Is number 4 an ice chip?
Yeah.
No! The money goes to the Beverly Hills Cops. Jimmy, what did you say? Jimmy, what did you say?
That's exactly what he said.
What did you say,
That's
Jimmy?
what he said.
I said computer.
Joe said computer. All right, show us number 4.
Chips ahoy.
Computer chip. Right now, $266 for the Beverly Hills Cops. New York's finest, 67. We go with another face-off. Here we go. Go. Good luck. The dollar value's now tripled. We've got the top 4 answers on the board, and here's another fine question. Name something people steer. Joe.
A car.
Let me see a car. Number 1. Go ahead. New York's trying to come back. Jimmy, what do you say? Something people steer.
I say a bike.
Let me see a bike. We're riding a bike. 2 people said it. What do you say, Michael?
You have to steal a boat. Steal a
You have to steer a boat. Yes, sir.
Let's go, let's go.
Coming alive. What do you say, Janet? Bring it home and get in this game. In fact, you'll win the game if you tell me number 4. You're going to play for $10,000 if you can name something people steer.
A shopping cart.
They do, but is it enough to win? A shopping cart. You won the hay! What a steal! You came back. You came back. I need 2 players for $10,000. Who's it going to be? Right now. Who's going to play? One more time for the Widows and Orphans Fund of the Patrolmen's Association of New York City. We're going to go. Janet's off stage. Joe's with me. Don't go away. And for $10,000 for a great charity with one of New York's finest. We're about to play fast money in a very special team. New York City Police Department playing for the Widows and Orphans Fund Foundation, the Patrolmen's Benevolent Association of New York City. Joe, you're up first. You ready?
Ready.
I'm going to ask you 5 questions. You have 15 seconds to give me the most popular answers that you can think of. When you and your partner pile up those 200 points, we're going to give you $10,000.
Yes.
Are you ready? Please, 15 seconds on the clock. Here we go, Joe. Time will begin after I finish reading this first question. We ask 100 people. Name the day you start looking forward to the weekend.
Thursday.
A food eaten during specific seasons.
Watermelon.
A colorful holiday.
Christmas.
A subject teenage boys discuss.
Sex.
The part of the body where people get blisters.
On their arms.
Turn around here, Joe. That's 5. The day you start looking forward to the weekend, you said? Thursday. Our survey said? Bam! All right. A food eaten during a specific season, you said? Watermelon. What season is that?
Summer.
Summer. Survey said? 22. Nicely done.
Joe.
A colorful holiday, you said, was? Beautiful Christmas. Our survey said? 48 over 100.
Big time.
That's a subject that teenage boys discuss. You said they discuss?
Sex.
S-E-X. Our survey said? 23. Nicely done. Part of the body where people get blisters. You said they get them on their arms. How is that they're getting them on their arms?
Sunburn.
Sunburn. Okay, all right. All right, I have no comments. I was not going to say it. Survey said? 0. You're over 100. You go back with your partners.
Good.
Bring in your partner, Jen, who's kept on. Great. Take a look. You need 65 points. Look straight ahead.
Okay.
I'm going to ask you the same 5 questions. If you hear this sound, it means you have duplicated one of your partner's answers, and I'll say try again.
Okay.
Bring it home. We want to give you $10,000 for that great charity. 20 seconds on the clock, please. Janet, straight ahead, revealing those answers. Here we go. We ask 100 people to name the day you start looking forward to the weekend.
Wednesday.
A food eaten during specific seasons.
Pumpkin pie.
A colorful holiday.
Easter.
A subject teenage boys discuss.
Sex.
Try again.
Girls.
A part of the body where people get blisters.
Fingers.
What?
Fingers.
Turn around. 65 points away from $10,000. Name the day you start looking forward to the weekend. You said Wednesday. Our survey said 32. Nicely done. Thursday was the number 1 answer given by your partner. A food eaten during a specific season. You said pumpkin pie. Our survey said only 3. Good answer. Kind of a cousin to pumpkin pie, turkey was the number 1 answer. A colorful holiday, you said? Easter. Did 30 people say it for the $10,000? Our survey said only 20. You're inching up there. Number 1 answer was Christmas. I asked you something teenage boys discuss. You said they discuss girls. Did 10 boys say it in our survey for $10,000? Survey said yeah! New York City Police have taken home $10,000 for their wonderful charity. And we're going to come right back. So please, Coastal Family Feud, we thank the New York City Police Department for winning $11,478 for the Widows and Orphans Fund. We'll see you next time.
In a dog-eat-dog world, there is no mercy for wieners. No sympathy for whiners. There is only room for winners. It's triumph and glory only for the best.
It was a lot harder than it looked.
And a trip to the dog pound for the rest.
This is a reality show nightmare.
Dog Eat Dog, Wednesday night at 9 on GSN, the network for games.
We're just pit bulls, that's what we are.
They'll do whatever it takes.
I wore my low-cut shirt just in case I'm losing. These people at my table, they're going down.
Celebrity Blackjack gets physical.
Girls, I hope you're ready to play.
My kick is butt.
40 celebrities will risk it all for a total jackpot of $1 million in cash. This week, Shannon Elizabeth, Gary Valentine, Dana Devon, and Cameron Manheim. All bets are off. Celebrity Blackjack, Tuesday at 10, only on GSN, the network for games. You know them. You love them. That's why your favorite games are back on Saturday night.
I really need to keep up, don't I?
From popular hit shows to the crazy competitions of games across America. Get your game on Saturday night starting at 9, only on GSN, the network for games.
Number 4. You're going to play for $10,000. If you can name something people steer.
A shopping cart.
They do, but is it enough to win? A shopping cart.